Amidst the fierce and tight competition of the 2025 MotoGP season, Francesco Bagnaia is once again in the spotlight for fans and racing observers. However, behind Pecco's performance, which revealed a number of serious problems, a surprising fact was revealed by the Ducati boss. This raises a big question. What is the main obstacle preventing Bagnaia from performing optimally and consistently this season? Let's discuss it. The 2025 MotoGP season is entering a crucial phase, and tension is mounting in the Ducati Lenovo team garage. The factory team from Borgo Panigale, which has dominated for the past 2 seasons under Francesco Bagnaia's leadership, is now facing a significant challenge. The world champion has lost control of the situation, while his new teammate, Marquez, is dominating the circuit. What should have been a season of consolidation, perhaps even the beginning of a new dynasty for Bagnaia in MotoGP, has instead turned into a stage for Marquez's glory. Ironically, that stage was built on the same foundation, the Ducati Desmercedeside GP25 motorcycle. No one expected Marquez, who tested the Ducati GP23 with Gresini Racing for only 1 season, to dominate immediately after transferring to the factory team with the GP25. The baby alien seems to have rediscovered his best self. From the first 6 races to the 2025 British MotoGP, Marquez performed impressively, with 6 consecutive sprint wins, for Grand Prix podiums, including 3 wins, and the top position in the standings with 171 points. Compare that with Bagnaia. The 2-time world champion has only 1 main win, for GP podiums, and 4 sprint podiums to his name. While this may not seem bad on paper, it shows a significant decline in context. He is currently in 3rd place with 120 points, behind even Alex Marquez, who rides an older bike, GP23, for the Gresini Racing satellite team. This is not just a matter of numbers. It's a loud alarm indicating that Bagnaia is having trouble adapting to his new motorbike. In the cutthroat world of modern MotoGP, where the margin of victory can be decided by a split second, losing confidence can mean losing everything. As the pressure mounted, Bagnaia finally spoke out. In an interview ahead of the British MotoGP, the Italian rider revealed the underlying problem preventing him from performing at his best. "I have lost the feeling in the front of the bike," Bagnaia told Motorsport Total. For a world-class rider, losing feeling in the front wheel is no small matter. Bagnaia is known as a master of late braking and a corner architect who can turn the bike with razor-sharp precision at high speeds. Without feeling on the front wheel, however, Bagnaia's riding style collapsed. "I don't have the same control as last season. When I try to force my riding style, the bike feels unstable," he continued. In an increasingly congested and competitive championship, conditions like this are extremely dangerous. One misreading of a corner or one miscalculation under braking means losing a position, or even a podium finish. Ducati Lenovo team principal Davide Tardozzi finally stepped in to provide an in-depth explanation of the difficult situation currently experienced by Pecco Bagnaia. In an exclusive interview with Speedweek, Tardozzi revealed the main cause of the Italian rider's slump in performance at the start of the season. Pecco has not yet fully found a sense of oneness with the new motorbike we're using this season. In terms of performance, the motorbike itself is very promising and full of potential, Tardozzi said firmly. He added that the level of competition in MotoGP has increased significantly this season, requiring riders and teams to adapt quickly. The GP25 motorcycle, an evolution of the GP24, has quite different characteristics. Ducati is trying to make the bike more agile when entering fast corners while maintaining maximum stability when accelerating. However, this change requires major adjustments to Bagnaia's racing style, as he was accustomed to the previous motorbike's characteristics. This adaptation has proven difficult, especially in such a tight competitive situation. Furthermore, Tardozzi highlighted the importance of the mental aspect in a racer's performance. According to him, having the best motorbike is not enough in the world of professional racing. Racers must have strong mentalities and be psychologically stable, especially when facing internal and external pressure from all sides. Currently, Bagnaia is facing significant pressure, including that stemming from Marquez's presence as a teammate and tough rival on the track. However, Tardozzi firmly denied that Marquez's presence has caused any mental health issues. There are no signs that Pecco feels disturbed or pressured by Marquez's presence on the team. In fact, they cooperate very well and support each other, he explained. This suggests that the main problem is not the internal dynamics of the team, but rather the adaptation process and the racer's mentality. Tardozzi also responded to suggestions from several parties that Bagnaia return to using the GP23 or GP24 motorbike, which is historically considered more suitable for his racing style. However, he rejected the proposal outright. "We have to follow the current regulations. Ducati is only allowed to register one engine specification for each rider per season. Therefore, using the old bike is not an option," he added, emphasizing the limitations of the regulations that restrict the team's flexibility. Through this explanation, Tardozzi wanted to convey that Ducati is optimistic and confident that Bagnaia will soon regain his rhythm and confidence. Adapting to a new bike and competitive pressure is a complex process, but Ducati believes that with the team's full support and Pecco's hard work, impressive performances will grace the MotoGP circuit again soon. While Francesco Bagnaia remains doubtful about the performance of the Desmacedessi GP25, Marquez appeared confident and praised his new bike highly. "The difference between the GP23 and the GP25 is huge," Marquez said firmly. "I feel much more comfortable, and this bike gives me the confidence to attack from the start." Marquez's comments reflect the deep connection he feels with the GP25, which is no ordinary statement. He even called the bike a tool that has freed him, paving the way for his aggressive and explosive riding style, a style that has made him a formidable presence on the track. "It feels like you can do more and more, and you don't even know where the bike's limit is," he said enthusiastically. He also admitted that, when using the GP23, he often felt limited and fell because he had to force a riding style that did not match the bike's character. Now, everything has changed. Marquez has not only become one with the GP25 in a short time, but he has also maximized its potential, a fact that is certainly a hard slap for Bagnaia. Shouldn't the two-time world champion understand the Ducati's character better than the new Marquez? That question now hangs in the air with no definitive answer. The season is still long, and Ducati has not given up. The factory team from Borgo Panigale is taking strategic steps to restore the defending champion's best performance. They are focusing on two crucial aspects that have been Pecco's trademark and main strength: stability when braking and when entering corners. These two technical elements are known as Bagnaia's main weapons for dominating the track. Losing either one would be like losing his racing identity. That's why Ducati is determined to solve the problem and maintain their chance at defending the MotoGP World Championship title. "We know where the problem is. If we succeed in regaining his strength in that area, Pecco can compete at the front again, even against Mark," said Davide Tardozzi optimistically. However, time waits for no one. With 14 races left and rivals like Jorge Martin, Pedro Acosta, and Alex Marquez continuing to improve, Ducati knows they can't just hope Pecco finds the answer himself. A solution must be found, and soon. The 2025 MotoGP season isn't over yet, but one fact is becoming increasingly hard to deny. For Francesco Bagnaia, this season isn't just about winning races. It's a personal battle to rebuild his eroding self-confidence, re-establish his leadership in the Ducati garage, and defend his world championship title, which is now in serious danger. Can Bagnaia rise again? Share your thoughts.